Okay, let's talk about dust collection. This is a custom unit that I made about a little over a year ago. It uses a couple different components. We have the Oneida Super Dust Deputy, the Oneida Mini Gorilla replacement filter, and then I'm using a King Canada dust collector shop vac. People have asked how effective it was or would I do it again. Now before I get into that, I'll just talk about briefly how this system works. This is a shop vac that I repurposed. It was the typical one you would see on a metal pan with casters and a cloth bag and a chip bag below. I pulled that whole assembly apart. I kept the impeller and motor assembly as one, and I used a straight piece of 6-inch duct which connects to the Oneida Super Dust Deputy. What this unit will do is creating the suction in the vacuum. As it pulls air in through this intake, it's creating a negative pressure in here. And this is where all the dust and debris is following your intake line here into the Dust Deputy. Now the majority of your material is going to hit that cyclone, that spiral. You can see that spiral shape there. It's going to start funneling down, and the majority of your waste is going to go into your drum below. I picked a very large drum, the largest drum I could find really, that was like still going to fit within the headspace that I have here. This component of your assembly is not to be overlooked. I chose a large drum for two reasons. One, I don't want to be changing it all the time. Or emptying it all the time. I'd rather, have a good amount of run time and milling and just have a good amount of volume to work with. And number two, I never recommend filling this more than 75%. Don't get any higher. If you start hitting 100% where your drum is full, this thing is no longer working. This whole cyclone is functioning on the way that it needs room to dump your waste. What I noticed at another shop is we had a clear cyclone, so it gave me a lot of good visual feedback as to what goes on when this hits 100%. So what would happen is you'd see the dust trying to spiral down, but then it would surge up and it spiral down and surge up in like a pretty aggressive manner. And what it would do, eventually it would just go up and into your filter and it would just clog it up. And then your downtime is so much longer. You're cleaning out the filter, you gotta take the whole thing off. You're probably getting too aggressive with it because you're getting irritated, and then you got the risk of damaging your filter, and then you could be possibly out of a filter if you get too aggressive with it. So the best thing to do is really have a large capacity drum and only fill it to like 75% before you dump it. If you have any interest in building a system like this, then you can check out, I actually did another video where I did this build. I also have some shop drawings if that's helpful for you. You can check those out. A nice thing about this is this system comes with a 4-inch or 5-inch intake. All my lines are 4-inch. I'm using a 4-inch spiral duct here with a flex. Now what I'm doing here is I can easily pop that off, and then I've got another flex where it runs to my table saw there. And then when I'm done with that section, I'll just pop that back on, and this will service my jointer, my bandsaw, and my router table. I would definitely do this again. I think it's a great system. It's much quieter. It's got a flame guard safety mechanism built into it, an acoustic silencer giving the lower decibels. It's very easy to clean out at the bottom. And all the pieces are, readily available. I found them pretty easy to source. The probably hardest thing you'll have to find is just the flat flanges, but you'll have to check out flat flanges. You'll have to check out sheet metal and HVAC stores, HVAC supplier stores to find those. I found good ones anyways. You can find crummy ones at Home Depot, but something robust, had to go to some more specialty stores. So that's it. I would definitely do it again. I recommend you do it if you're looking to increase or improve your dust collection system. This 0.3 microns for a filter is a great addition. My last shop vac, which just had a cloth bag, and you hit the power on that, and you just see boof, all the dust just come off that cloth bag, and I don't get any of that with this. It's been really awesome to work with, and definitely a good improvement, and I'm glad I did it. So yeah, that's it. If you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much.